Greetings, Henry County families. My name is Lauren Hale, and I'm a member of the Family Services team for Henry County Schools. Over the summer, Henry County Schools launched online registration. This program allows families to register students from the comfort of home, on a smart device or computer. Additionally, online registration takes the place of the many tedious forms that would usually accompany registration. This video will give a brief tutorial for new families who are navigating online registration for the first time. I will begin on the Henry County Schools website. Hovering over Enrollment, I will then click Information and Registration. This brings us to the Family and Student Support page. On this page, there are several links to important documents, including lists of necessary registration requirements. Here. This is a PDF that will give you information on all of the required documentation that your student will need. Online registration allows parents to upload items such as proof of residency, birth certificates, and other required paperwork. Please keep in mind these items should be in JPEG or PDF form. Don't worry if you're unable to upload. The school will be able to process your application and receive your documents via other means. You'll begin by clicking here in the green box, scrolling down once more, and click to register for the 2021 school year. This page will then appear on your computer, where you will select your preferred language. Here, you will enter your first and last name. The registration year is default to 2021. And in these two boxes, you will enter your parent/guardian email address. You'll verify your email address, and then make sure you don't miss the CAPTCHA here in the bottom left-hand corner. Once you enter these characters and click Begin Registration, you'll need to check your email. A specific link to your application will be sent to the email you inserted here. Please check your junk email or clutter folder in case the email is in there. When you've received your initial email, click the link or pasted it into your browser. You'll receive this initial page. This page goes over all of the registration documentation that is required for Henry County. Again, a link appears here. It will take you to a PDF document that you can print or save so you'll know what's needed. After you've read this section, click Begin. You'll see here that I have pre-populated some of the information in the interest of time. I'll quickly go through the different pleats so that you'll see what's needed in each pleat and be ready when you're starting your application. First is the student's primary household. This number here is the first number that the school would call if they needed to get in touch with you. As you progress through the application, if Next is available, my cursor is currently here, click Next. If you click Save and Continue instead of Next, it could give you an error. Here I've entered the address, and I have the opportunity here to upload my utility bill or a property tax statement. Remember, if you're unable to upload, it's okay. The school can get it in other means. Click Next. And if you have a separate mailing address, you can take care of that here. If you don't, it will default to a checkbox here that the household has no separate mailing address. At this point, you'll be able to click Save and Continue. Next, we come to the Parent/Guardian section. You'll be able to enter first the demographic information for the primary parent or guardian and indicate if this person will be the enrolling parent. You'll also have the opportunity here to upload the parent's ID, state ID card, passport, or other official photo identification from an official government agency or consulate. Remember to click Next if Next is available. Here, you'll enter a phone number. This will be pre-populated with the email address you used to begin the application. And you can also enter secondary phones and secondary emails. This description here of contact preferences will help you understand what these boxes are for and may help you understand if you need to keep them checked or uncheck them. This is a form that used to be paper and is now electronic. It is called the Parent Occupational Survey, also known as the Migrant Form. You'll have the opportunity to answer these questions, as well as the active military question. Finally, you'll be able to indicate your parent preferred language. Once you've done that, click Save and Continue. The third section is the emergency contact section. Each parent is required to enter one emergency contact for their student and may enter up to 9 emergency contacts. Here you'll enter the first name and last name of the first emergency contact. Click Next, and on this second pleat you will enter the home phone, cell phone, work phone, and email of that emergency contact. You'll click Save and Continue, and if you'd like to add more emergency contacts, click this button here to add a new emergency contact. If you'd only like to indicate one emergency contact, at this point you'll click Save and Continue. The final and most important section is the student section. You'll see that it is quite lengthy. The first section is the demographics section. Everything here and prior with a red asterisk is required. Please make sure when you enter the legal first, middle, and last name, you are entering it exactly as it appears on the student's birth certificate. Additionally, here you have the opportunity to upload a birth certificate. These next pleats are race and ethnicity, housing, language information for your student, student services supports. If none of these apply, you'll enter your initials here. If your student was approved for school choice, school transfer, or employee choice, you'll have the opportunity to enter that indication here and choose a school that was pre-approved. These answers will be verified prior to enrollment at the requested school. Here you'll put in any previous schools attended by the student and have the opportunity to upload a transcript for that student. These next two sections are relationship sections. You'll indicate the relationship of yourself, how you would like to receive notifications, and what your contact sequence is. Contact sequence will prompt district staff to contact these persons in the order that you specify. Parents' guardians should start with sequence of 1, and emergency contacts should also start as a sequence of 1. Here you'll continue with defining the relationships between the student and the emergency contacts and completing the contact sequence. In this pleat, you'll have the opportunity to indicate your child's primary care provider and primary care phone. If your student has any medical or mental health conditions, you'll be able to enter them here. Simply add condition. You may select from a drop-down, add additional comments, and click Add Condition. Your school's nurse will be able to see this information and may contact you to follow up. This health services pleat regarding medications and forms gives you the opportunity to upload an immunization form as well as the eye, ear, dental, and nutrition certificate. You can also indicate if the student has any medications that he or she may take at school or at home by unchecking this box and adding a medication. This is a miscellaneous data plate. Here you'll be able to acknowledge the Parent-Student Handbook for Henry County Schools. This link here will take you to the handbook. At this time, once you've reviewed the handbook, you will enter your name as the parent or guardian, the student's name here. You'll need to review these release agreements as well as the associated linked policies. And then take a short 3-question information services survey at the bottom of this plate. Finally, there are 4 questions related to disciplinary information for your student. Once all sections are complete, all questions marked with a red asterisk are entered, you will click Save and Continue, and that is complete for the first student. If you have another student in your household that you need to register, that is your biological student, or you have guardianship of this child, you may add a new student. All of these fields would be blank, and you would go through exactly what we just did. If you just have the one student, you'll click Save and Continue. This is a review of our residency policy, acknowledging that you are a full-time resident of Henry County and that the information contained in the document is to the best of your knowledge true and correct. At that point, you would click Submit. You'll also have the opportunity, if you'd like, to receive an application summary, and you'll receive email notification along the way for each step. Once you've submitted your application, your portion is complete. The school will receive your application in their processing queue, will process your application, inform you if anything is missing, such as uploaded documents, and give you the opportunity to upload those documents through email or make an appointment with the school to produce the documents. Be sure to reach out to the registrar at your local school if you've not heard back about your application that you've submitted. Thank you for taking the time to review this video. Family Services may be reached at 770-898-2792. And we hope that you have a great 2020-21 school year.